here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Play clock winding down. A second down throw for Prescott. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come out here in the eye. And Griffin gives to Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a handoff to Crowell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Now they'll throw it with Griffin. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, Charles, a lot of discussion this year from us about MVP candidates, understandably so. What about guys who maybe would be in that MVP discussion if their team was performing better?
David Johnson, the running back for Arizona, tracking for over 2,400 yards all-purpose. How about Drew Brees, tracking for another season of over 5,000 yards passing? And Luke Kuechly from Carolina. He's always in this discussion, but with his injury, that takes him out of it. But how about after he got hurt against New Orleans, the respect from everyone else in the league, the concern about his injury, that tells you about what they think of him.
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Come on, let's go! 190! 190! Back round! Back round! Ohio! Ohio!
Prescott from the gun on third. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Back round! Back round!
Prescott on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, no kickers on the field right now, but did want to discuss Justin Tucker and how he made headlines this last week, kicking a kickoff through the uprights, and his coach suggesting, maybe in jest, that, hey, we should get a point for that. What do you think?
I like the fact that he brought it up and turned it into a topic of conversation. But I'm very leery about gimmicking up the game. I like the authenticity of our game as it is. I don't want to see people getting that when all of a sudden we're aiming for the goalpost and everybody's got to go out and get this big-legged kicker who can do that and just give a point or maybe, you know, move the starting point for the defense. No, I'm not in favor, but it's a good discussion point.
Here we go! Brand 38!
On third down, it's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Good to see Witten make that catch in Week 13 versus Minnesota. Held catchless for the first time since 2008. It was 130 straight games.
And after the game, he said it didn't matter to him, which I find hard to believe because there is a certain amount of pride to having that streak. But I think Jason Witten is loving the fact that his Cowboys team is on a roll and has aspirations of a Super Bowl, and that trumped the fact that he didn't catch a football. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. And again, it's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Bryce Butler, 26 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. A strong running. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. A screen complete to Crowell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
That's right. That's right.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Second and 10 now. Griffin. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. 3rd and long. It's Griffin. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, they'll give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Final play of the half. It's Griffin. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.